Hi, for today's teardown we have this big grey aluminium box from eBay. Obviously military electronics. It was 50 British pounds on British eBay, and actually quite Russian roulette, because on the eBay photos it was pretty obvious the item had already been taken apart because all the screws were loose. So I was not sure if it was not just an empty box, and the eBay seller did not collaborate too much when I did ask him for details. But I still purchased it, and it was very stressful to open the parcel and find out if it was empty or not. But given the weight of around 12 kilos, I was expecting to find stuff inside, and I was right, as you will see. Actually, this turns out to be one of my best ever samples of military and very special electronics. So what is this? Big box with a lot of plugs at the bottom. On the top, some kind of a control panel. But first, let's look at the manufacturer plate. We have here the Thermal Observation and Gunnery Sight Symbology Processing Unit, number 2 Mark 1, serial number B207. So obviously some kind of computer processing unit to generate symbols and information into a gun sight from thermal observation to help the people in the battle tanks to decide what to do with information about targets, things like this, I guess. And here the lever to open the box to the front panel. So close up on the connectors, just a number of plugs with just a number. For some reason this one has a cover on it. Maybe it is a test plug that is not normally connected or something like this. But no much information here. On this side, as you did see, just the manufacturer label and the lever for the door. Also a pressure release screw here to allow air enter in or something like this. One cover here at the back, a large one probably for cards cage, we will see. And one more cover here with built-in sink, so most probably power supply related electronics. The nothing at the bottom. The front piece here is made of 2 levels of compartments, it seems. Also the control panel, it seems it can be removed. So we will deal with it, but first a look at the controls. So we have door open, silent, normal, and door closed selector. These buttons are the ones you find on 2 Clansman radio equipment. Also a very common kind of British military buttons. Here we have enter, adjust, CTI, on and off, drop, add, and nothing on these buttons, quite weird. And you can see also this door will not open completely. It is quite strange. On the lock here you cannot disengage it completely to free the door. Stadia, magnification low height, polarity, TI control between manual and auto, momentary switch, wipe on off, maybe it is for window wipe, something like this, firing AM, and focus, gain, black level. And here a display with 4 LED displays, so Actually, I did already take it apart to check which kind of displays we have. There are Hewlett-Packard TXVB displays worth almost €50 each on eBay. But I will not take it apart again in this video because it was super delicate and super tedious to access this display. You will see why later. A lot of flex ribbons. So I prefer not doing it another time. It is just a circuit board with 4 displays socketed on it. But considering they are €50 each on eBay, 4 of them is already €200. So it is already a very good start. On the door here we have an information repairable. Fault is BLR, dated of May 1991. BLR can stand for anything. Let's say it is broken link ribbon. Why not? We will find out. Okay, now I will start undoing screws. So what do we have here? Suspense. Okay, some kind of power supply related board with DB connector that is not secured with screws because they are missing. Oddly enough. And here 4 super big capacitive filter assemblies. Quite impressive. Actually, maybe I can shine a light on them. Here is what they look like. So we have actually just 4 connections going to this board through this filter assemblies. It is a shielded capacitor and an inductor in series, as you can maybe see here on the schematic. This board I did just remove. We will have a close look at it later with the overhead camera. Okay, now let's undo the front screws. Well, first level of front screws at least. So what do we have in here? We have 1 forgotten screw. Okay, still forgotten. Okay, and actually quite delicate assembly, but I know how it is made, and now I can undo this one here to reveal mostly here a giant piece of flat flex with nothing particular, just a flat flex going to the connectors. But here at the bottom at least we have something. I will zoom on it for you. We have apparently a Plissey Electronics hybrid module mounted onto a little piece of circuit board with one ceramic IC at the bottom here and 1 resistor network, something like this. Yes, and I did check, there is nothing else behind this circuit board apart from for empty space and flat flex link. So quite a nice hybrid module. It is quite very dark in here, but you get the idea. It is also very shiny. In fact, this thing, maybe I can put my camera in this direction and you will see better. And yes, the serial number on this thing is 13. Quite impressive. So a large hybrid module, but it is super tedious to remove it from there, and actually it will show nothing else. It is secured in place by silicone group, clear silicone, And apart from this, not much here, just a lot of flat flex connecting the connectors to the next part. So I will put this back together and we will go to the next level. So what do we have in here? We have a backplane board, obviously, big one. Lot of flat flex. Again, I will undo this connector because it is for the front panel, and I need to undo it in order to be able to remove, hopefully, the front panel. And look at this. Here we have a broken link ribbon. It is obviously why this thing was decommissioned. It is not me, someone did it. Big backplane board here with this flat flex is connected to the board with a 3 rack edge connectors. Well, rack connectors. More military kind of connectors here. Very long ones. As you can see, here is the box with the little, well, the big hybrid module you did see previously. And it is written here, assembly number, serial number not filled, and quite a serious flat flex, but it was not strong enough, obviously, or not long enough to allow the previous person who did open it flip out the cover without breaking the flat flex. So the next step will be to undo the top panel. So this whole control panel is quite tedious because actually the door will not remove completely, and we have one more flat flex here to disconnect, but it is coming off completely. At least we will be able to have a better look at it. I put this aside for now. We have here big empty compartment with just the room for the control panel. I will temporarily reinstall this part here, and then we will have a look at the cards cover and at least know if we have electronics or not inside. So, here we are. My biggest concern was to purchase an empty box, demilitarized, with all the electronics removed or missing, some cards missing. So we will find out if we have anything good in here. Terrible suspense. Ta-da! And yes, it is actually fully loaded. So that is already very good. But maybe the electronics on here will not have anything in particular. What do you think? You will actually find out later. They are attached with some kind of clamps that use imperial socket 3/32 size, so I will need to loosen them all. It is not necessary to unscrew completely, just unscrew a little bit until the red part of the screw pops out. They are spring-loaded, and it is enough to be able to pull the cards out of the slot like this actually. Okay, let me deal with it. I will install the camera overhead and we will start to have a look at everything. So, we will start with this power supply panel. Just heatsink on this side, adding screws everywhere. A lot of them, as you did see. And on this side we have this. So large circuit board mounted, clamped to the panel with number of screws. Actually they are not original. When I did receive the item, it had just 2 screws left at this level, not sure why. And also the screws of the connector are missing. So we have obviously power supply related stuff. Big coils here, big Soflex green capacitor, everything covered with silicone goop, 2 ceramic integrated circuits here, socketed, but you can see they are also secured with this silicone. They can't move at all. LM124 here, and a weird number here. About the brands, National Semiconductor, here it seems on this one, and SG or GG, it is not easy to tell with a silicone. Power resistor here by Arco, and totally overkilled connector here because you can see the number of contacts, but in fact you just have 4 different connections going to it. They did double the wires, but only 4 contacts. Quite interesting. And EVD gold plated connector. One more look at the capacitive pass-through here. As you can see, very nice quality with glass insulation. Quite impressive. Okay, it is all for this panel. Quite nice, very heavy already. And you can see super nice quality. Here some kind of power transistor with unknown logo U and PIC 645, dead code of 1982. So this whole thing might be, I have a dead code here of 1983. So yes, it is around 1983. So you can see super nice quality already. So I will reinstall it and we will have a look at the control panel. So the control panel, another view for you on the buttons. Quite a weird light here, probably a LED in a glass, under a glass lens. So I am missing a button cap here, obviously, like this one. Here you can see maybe the 4 displays. It is not really easy because I do not want to take it apart another time. Yes, you can see 4 dot matrix displays with controller IC at the bottom, which are actually done in this box here. You can see quite tedious to undo because you have screws all around with 2 hard to access ones, and the screws to this connector are also hard to access. It is connected with a flex, but obviously problem, they did forget one conductor in the flex, and they had to add a piece of wire attached with silicone going all the way to the main connector here. Branded Sorio, this connector, this one Canon EVD gold plated, And we have here all the buttons and settings are interconnected with flat flex again, with a piece of rigid board here, some capacitors, and here a socket unpopulated called MC1. So is it a missing part or is it for factory purpose? It is not easy to tell, but I can notice as everything is secured with silicone. I believe if there was something populated here, it should also be secured by silicone, and we should have remains of silicone at the corners at least, proving that something was removed, but it is not the case, so I am hoping we are not missing any part, and it is just a factory test connector that is unpopulated normally. Wafer switch here. Yes, the light is actually D1, so it must be a LED in a very serious holder. Also, the buttons are quite serious quality. UK Elch brand, not easy to tell which brand it is. All the same model, and here we have nice potentiometers, no brand, also the potentiometer, here it is. And here you can see the mechanism that will open the door when you push the lever, and that will actually lock in place like this, and you have to push in order to be able to re-close the door. Here is how it works. Interesting. Okay. Quite nice. Something I can show you, it is this kind of buttons, how they work. So as I said, very popular onto Clansman military radio equipment, mostly for battle tanks use on armored vehicles. You find them a lot of eBay, on eBay, little control boxes with these buttons. I did not purchase any one of them yet, so maybe someday I will order one of these boxes. Okay, little piece like so, that will engage in here, and this piece coming over it. Quite interesting design. Okay, now we can start to have a look at the electronics. So, here is the first of the boards removed. Before I show you the other side, the clamps that secure it in place, you can see. They will spread when you fasten them, and they will actually fit in grooves in the case of the device and attach the boards quite securely. And here the connector is a regular rack card connector, but they did add this piece here. Onto the other cards there is a missing tab, and it will fit in a slot in the connector side and allow inserting the PCB in only one particular slot in the card scale. Okay, I did not loosen it enough. Here you can see one bolt wire, and now the big reveal. What do you think we have? Kelmark brand, by the way, on these things. So, what do you think we have? Why? Is it good? Is it boring? Is it quite interesting? Or is it completely awesome with super hard to find parts? Or very rare parts? Make your guess. Are you ready? Ta-da! Okay. So, we will start by the least interesting stuff. TI branded chips here. 5417 or 54 LS series. These ones, it looks like either they were replaced, but they are not secured by silicone, you can see. While on this resistor network we have silicon, but it is not going to the side and actually not securing the on the socket. Quite interesting. You can see the circuit board is doubled by a layer of metal here, maybe for thermal dissipation, something like this. We have quite serious resistors, transistors. Okay, and we go to the most interesting part. One more of these Plessey hybrid modules. DF0060172. I did Google them. There is no information whatsoever available online. Serial number 0041 on this one. And actually quite a lot of contacts going to it. We have two Ferranti ICs, F115 and F113. They are auxiliary ICs for the Ferranti F100 processor. There is some information available online about them, so I will link in the video description box. This one, by the way, is mounted to a small Dover board, as you can see. Maybe they did include a modification here with these two resistors. But of course, the main piece of interest is this contraption. What is this big white ceramic thing? It is a Ferranti FBH 5092. Serial number 83 for the year and 35 for the serial number by itself. We have here a hybrid microprocessor module from Ferranti. So it includes a microprocessor and all auxiliary chips. And it is actually super rare. I found some information about them on two websites, some photos, but there is no any one available for sale on eBay. So you can be sure if I find one other of these grey boxes, I will purchase it. Because this is completely awesome. So, two things to notice. It is not socketed, this thing. It is by far probably the most expensive part on the board. And it is not socketed. Not sure why. And also it will not be able to be possible to have a look inside without destroying it, because the cover is glued by some kind of a glass bonding, it seems. And sadly enough, it will not be possible to have a look inside. I will not destroy a so rare part. I did not find any internal photos of this thing, but this is really a good start. Super rare finds on the first circuit board I removed from the card schedule. Not bad at all. We will see if the other circuit boards are the same level of quality. So really interesting. I was not expecting this level of rare parts in this device. Next board, actually we have two of them. I will show only one. Here you can see that it removed one of the metal parts. And obviously a lot of similar things on this board. Yes, EPROMs by Intel MD2716/8 with handwritten labels on them. Interestingly enough, the little chips are secured by silicon, you can see, but not the EPROMs. And we have no information on the PCBs about what they do, just an assembly and a serial number, but no description on the boards. But a lot of EPROMs, obviously. Okay, so we have two of these boards containing the firmware. We continue with next one. What do you think we have in here? Ta-da! Okay. One hoverboard with a lot of these small surface mount clips. I do not believe we will find a lot of information about them. Ah, here, Texas Instruments Taiwan ICs. SNC 54S series. Look at this one. It looks like the ICs in my PRC 352 radio I made a teardown of. But we have not everywhere gold-plated legs. These ones are more or less gold-plated, not very heavily. What I did just notice here, will you see it? A super tiny bulge wire, one magnet wire, super tiny, going here to this leg and through the PCB with this tiny hole going to the other side. I am trying to see if we have anything on the other side. It does not look like we have any IC on the other side. It is secured this board by 4 screws, but it is also soldered by pin headers here. And one more here, one more tiny bulge wire, you can see. Quite amazing work. Oh, more of them. In fact, I am discovering them now. Here also, here they did lift a leg on this IC and connect here. So quite a lot of modification on this board. One gold-plated ceramic one here. No, not too many bulge wires on the back, but here pretty cheap posi drive screws actually. Quite interesting to find cheap screws like this on this level of equipment. And you can see here the system for the locking mechanism. You do not need to undo them too much, if not you will lose the back piece in here. Actually, I did find 2 of them loose in the card scales when I did receive the device. Okay, next board. Do we have the same level of interesting parts? Make your guess. Ta-da! So, we have here first an analog devices, memory devices division module made in England, which is apparently quite surprising for analog devices. Model number AP1217. I did not find anything like this available on eBay. I did find other modules of the same design by analog devices, but not this precise model number, and they were around $300. There is here a warranty label. But it is not the most interesting. We have here one more like hybrid module. We have these 2 transistors. Believe me or not, they are worth 300 and 900 euros on Mother, which is quite impressive. And last but not least, here analog devices hybrid, made in England again, SDC 1742, option 411. It is actually an analog to digital converter for synchro resolvers. And how much do you think it is worth on Mother website? Is it worth 50 euros? Is it worth 100? 1000? No. Check this. So obviously jackpot here. We have on this board a $3,000 hybrid module with more than $1,000 transistors and unknown price here because it was not possible to find it. So this purchase turns out to be really good. Apart from this, regular decoupling capacitors and more Texas Instrument ICs on sockets with silicon group. So I am super happy with this purchase, really. We continue with this board. Obviously here, power supply related board. Something like this. Because we have this big power transistors. I did not check the prices on this one. 2N series made in Britain by Texas Instruments. LM 150K here, still. Is it the material of the case? Not sure. National Semiconductors, one over like this here, regular aluminum case power resistor, some adjustments here, some trimmers, and a lot more of this. The same kind of components. This one has the serial number written, yes. No bodge wires, it seems, on this one. Next board, we have here actually two of them, bodge wires and resistors on the back. And what do we have? The most interesting part is obviously this kind of heatsink covering flat ICs. More of the weird numbers here on these clips. Harris brand, and these ones are not socketed for some reason. The ones on this side are socketed, but not here. Not sure why. So we have to undo this little bit this bolt here, or completely, maybe. And we have this kind of heatsink clamping two flat ICs, which I will need to unscrew real quick to find what we have. They look like old school, the case for old school 286 processors, if I remember correctly. It was this kind of case, but it is probably something different and super weird. Maybe more Ferranti. Okay, it is off. Yes, you can see it is just a piece of heatsink. And what do we have? Ah, yes. Ferranti ULA, which means, I believe, Unipolar Logic Array. 20 array 010 and 011M. Date code of 1984 for this one, 83 for this one, so maybe this one was replaced. Also it is not white ceramic, it is purple ceramic. And if I lift them, here is what they look like. Lot of gold, so welded cover, and yes, just like the old school processors. But two more rare Ferranti ICs. We are left with two more PCBs to look at. Next one. Make your guess. What do we have in here? Okay. One over Plissey hybrid module, quite a large one. Serial number 21 on this one. Little bodge board here with some added components. More Texas Instruments SN54 series ICs socketed here with silicon group. These ones are also socketed but directly on the circuit board actually. You can see. And we have two analog devices, analog to digital converters, ADC858, and this one is a military version, ADC DAC 85. So this one is a ADC and this one is a DAC. So they are worth around 50 euros, I believe. Very nice gold plated legs, you can see. But it should be quite difficult to remove them because of silicone. And again the same kind of construction on this board. No, well, the connectors here are gold plated but not very heavily. Okay, so this is this board. We are left with this last board. So what do you think we have here? Look at the pinout. Obviously big things on it. Ta-da! Okay, more large hybrids. From Plessey, this one serial number 19. On this one these ones we have no serial numbers. 038 on this one. And again no information about what this PCB does exactly. Quite obscure equipment as you can guess. Maybe it is converting some analog information from thermal camera or something like this into digital for the processor to do things with it. It should be interesting to read the EPROMs and try to figure out the firmware. But I have not the proper equipment for now, but definitely an EPROM reader is something I might want to get someday, because we might have obscure military firmware in here. So this connector is a little bit different, McMurdo, and more gold on this one. Interesting. Okay, I would love to be able to open these hybrids and see inside, but on the other side I cannot destroy, so nice stuff. I will check out for another device like this, but I believe it is super rare to find. Getting one in very bad condition should be nice, just for the hybrids. And of course the super nice Ferranti hybrid module. Okay, so it will conclude this video. Because of the actual situation, I do not know when I will be able to do another video, because I am not able to receive parcels for now. So unless I find some stuff in my stock I did not already show in videos, it must be the last one for a little bit of time, sadly enough. But I will try to find some stuff to show you in the meantime, and I hope everything will get better soon. So this board is not completely straight, by the way, it looks like. So thanks for watching, bye bye.